Hello, this is Nia with the Rainbow Cauldron, and today is February 27th, 2014, and the moon is waning and in Aquarius, I believe. Um, yes, still in Aquarius. Okay, so the first card that I put down will be from the Druid Animal Oracle deck and will represent the general theme or feel throughout the day and something to think about. The four cards surrounding it will be from the Golden Universal Tarot deck and will represent morning, lunchtime, early evening, and nighttime. Okay, so the first card is the Ram. And the Ram here, it really has a lot to do with well, hard work, determined work, and a sort of sacrifice to create something better. Like here, I see him leaving his family here in order to provide for them. And here he's standing on top of rocks, which really represents stability. So while he has to sacrifice spending time with his family over here, this is a mother and a baby feeding from her and another baby over there. Um, so while he has to leave his family behind for a while, he's creating stability for his family, and that's a lot of what I get from the Ram. So that's the energy that we're feeling today, a sort of sacrifice in order to make things better. Okay, so the first card from the tarot deck, we have the King of Wands. And then we have the King of Cups, two kings. And then we have the Five of Swords. Okay. And finally, we have the Four of Swords. Okay, so today seems like it's starting off on a fairly good foot here, but leading more into a bit of exhaustion. The two kings here tell me that there's a lot of authority energy going on in the morning and the afternoon. With the King of Wands here, the King of Wands is someone who is basically a natural born leader. He's a visionary and really um, here he's it's sort of like this ram here. He's very determined and very focused and able to lead. He's very strong and independent, but uh, very passionate. Wands are, in general, are very passionate, and he's a very competent leader. He's not an incompetent person. So this may represent you, or it may be someone who's around you, but and a sort of a passionate energy with clear vision and good leadership. And that's what we're seeing here in the beginning. And then we have another authoritarian sort of figure here, and the cups is different from the wands here. The cups is a lot more emotional. So here we have someone who's generous, creative, supportive, possibly an older person or an authority figure because he is a king. And this doesn't necessarily mean a man. Neither does that. The court cards, I try not to use gender specific words because it has more to do with a personality trait and position in life than it does whether whatever gender they are. So this is someone who is really lending support and is either older or in some sort of position of authority, and it could be connected to this person or it could be completely separate. But two energies that you're feeling today: a natural born leader with a clear vision and clear focus and competency, and someone who's very supportive and generous and creative. And here we kind of take a little bit of a turn here with the Five of Swords. This is really talking about some conflict and tension going on. And what this card often makes me think is a sort of warning about being a little too overly competitive, and that even if you win, you've basically lost friends here. So it's sort of a warning to be careful with how you're fighting here. Be careful with your words. Um, be careful with how you proceed here in this conflict, because sure, you may have won the argument, you may have won the competition, but if you're being a little bit too cruel or too insensitive, it can leave you feeling a bit lonely. Sure, you have all these swords, but you've lost friends. So that's really what we're seeing here this is that conflict and tension are coming up, and um, but to be careful with how you tread in that. Okay, and that one is so bright. I had tried to darken it a little bit, but it's all the white and stuff here, and with the gold, it's hard to see it a little bit. And at the end of the day, with the Four of Swords, yesterday we ended with the Four of Cups, which had to do with sleeping on it to gain some perspective and ideas on how to better whatever the situation is or the project. And here we get the Four of Swords, which also has to do with rest, but in a different sort of way. And I feel like this is having a lot to do with exhaustion, and probably because of whatever this conflict was, it's almost a sense of going to bed early and just being exhausted and wanting a rest, and just to close your eyes, lay back, and relax. And that's what I see here at the end of the day. Just needing to relax, maybe going to bed early, that sort of energy. Okay, so that's the reading for today. We have two kings here, two authority type figures, one who's a natural born leader and competent and passionate, and one who's very supportive and generous. Some sort of conflict arising, and a warning to tread lightly in that conflict, and be careful of the words you choose or the actions you take, and a feeling of exhaustion and possibly going to bed early. Okay, so thank you so much for watching, and blessed be.